So we all hate winter, we hate the cold weather, we hate warming up our vehicle, we hate having the dry skin, dry hair, frozen hands. But guess what? Winter isn't going anywhere, so we might as well learn how to romanticize the winter season. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks how to actually romanticize winter and find comfort in this season. Hello everybody, my name is Caroline. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning viewers, thank you. So today I'm going to go over some tips on how we can really enjoy winter and hopefully not get into winter depression, winter blues, into the winter ruts. Tip number 1, cozy up your home. Without a doubt, during wintertime, you will be spending more time in the house. Therefore, you want a place that you feel comfortable. You want a place that is clean, that is functional and cozy. So the first thing you want to do is organize your house. Organize the space. You don't want it to be cluttered. As I said, you will be spending a lot of time in your home during wintertime. Secondly, make your home cozy. Make your home reflect the season. For example, get new candles that have a more warm, woodsy type scent. This will make your house feel more warm, comfortable. Get those comfy blankets out, put them on the couch, take your comfy slippers out. Just make your home super comfortable, cozy, warm. Tip number 2, adapt your meals to the season. And this has to be my favorite one. I know in my household, we have specific meals that we continuously do during summertime. We have meals that we continuously doing springtime, and we have our winter meals. For example, during wintertime, we really indulge into the chicken noodle soup, the crock pot meals, the great pasta. Again, these are wholesome, cozy, warm meals. I truly, personally find is my favorite part. Tip number 3. We really need to take care of ourselves during wintertime. So one thing I've adapted in 2024 is I really invested my money into vitamins, supplements, just to help me feel better during wintertime. For example, I take magnesium. I take, of course, my multivitamin with immune boost. I take vitamin B12. I take hyaluronic acid for my skin. And I take super greens. And I'm not telling you to take these specific vitamins. I'm not here to give you any advice on what type of vitamins to take. These are the vitamins that work for me, but they truly have made a difference in my moods, the way I feel, my skin, my hair. Tip number 4, work out. I know it might be too cold to get to the gym, or some of you may not have a vehicle and it's just too walk to the gym, but do you know what? You can work out for free in your own home. Turn on YouTube. There's a lot of videos that you can watch for free, even though it's just for 10 to 20 minutes a day. It really makes a difference. I don't know about you, but during winter time, I don't sweat as much. So when I do sweat during the winter time due to a workout, it just detoxifies me. It just makes me feel so good. Tip number 6. Really invest in good skincare products. I know for me, during wintertime, my skin gets really dry, red, dull. So I really like to amp up my moisturizer, deep moisturizing. I spend a little bit of money on good face masks to keep that moisture. As I said, I also do take vitamins to help my skin. And this also goes for the hair. And my scalp does get really dry during winter time. Therefore, I've invested in a good hair mask, which I pamper myself with once a week. And I just lather my hair with this hair mask. Hair the proper care it needs for winter time. Tip number 7, to plan things to do. There's nothing worse than having nothing to look forward to. Plan things to do with your family, with your spouse, date night. Me and my spouse just the other week, we had a martini date night watching 2020. It was a lot of fun. It was a couple hours. We tried 3 different martinis and we watched my favorite crime series, 2020. And it just, adds a little life to the winter season. Tip number 8, you really need to appreciate and find ways to appreciate to be in a home with all your family. I realize this can get hectic and annoying and tiring and loud and busy, but invest in good board games that you can do with your family, some family time, find some gratitude in spending family time inside the home. Tip number 9, and I think this just goes for throughout the whole season, go outside. I know the days are shorter, it gets dark earlier, and it stays dark late until later in the morning, but find time during the afternoon to just go take some fresh air, get dressed according to the weather, and just go for a quick walk. I know sometimes at work, I do work from 8 to 4, so by the time I leave work in the morning, it's still dark, and by the time I get home, it's getting dark. So oftentimes on my lunch break, I will step outside and just breathe the fresh air. I'll walk from my office up to the hospital, just a little walk, see the sun, get some fresh air. Just really, really makes a difference. Tip number 9, find a hobby during wintertime. I find where I'm from during wintertime, there isn't much to do. So you have to get really creative on keeping yourself stimulated rather than just cold. So I've recently really started to invest my time into reading about vitamins, what they do, the benefits, the pros, the cons, what you could eat with it, what you can't eat with it, when you should take it and when you shouldn't take it. I've really have been really interested in that. So I find myself just, when I have a moment, to just read up on that, and you know what, it keeps my brain stimulated and happy, and I'm learning something new. Tip number 10, and this I can relate to so much, is I'm very much an introvert, but I know winter forces me even more, or makes me even more an introvert. I want to go out even less, but as an introvert, while I do enjoy my time alone and just with a small group, I do know when I'm too introverted, I get into a rut where I absolutely don't want to see anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to communicate with anybody. And like my worst introvert times, I shouldn't say worst, but my peaked introvert times is definitely during winter time. So I do try and force myself to keep in touch with friends so I don't withdraw myself so much. So I think if you are an introvert and during winter time it's at its peak, I think it's just really important to keep that communication, stay in the loop, so you don't get into that rut of isolating yourself. Tip number 11, invest in warm clothing. Everybody needs an oversized hoodie. Just don't be like me, don't buy a white one. Then you're scared that you're gonna get makeup all over it. But big hoodies, comfortable jogging pants. The winter wardrobes can be quite cute. You can buy these oversized jackets, these nice plush scarves. The hats are cute. You don't really need to dress like a slob, but just embrace the warm, cozy clothing during winter season. Hey everybody, that was it for me. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you do to help romanticize your winter season, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.